Рагнар! Чужие! Ragnar! Чужие! Ragnar!
Everyone saw a dog they were afraid of. I saw a dog who had stopped hoping. Shadow is a large black Doberman with a serious face and watchful eyes. By the time we met him, he had already been adopted and returned 4 times. The shelter staff said he was intense, too strong, too unpredictable for a family expecting a baby. And I was 7 months pregnant. My husband David had imagined us bringing home a small, easygoing dog, but when I stopped in front of Shadow's kennel, he didn't bark or rush toward me. He simply stood there, quietly studying my face. Then he slowly stepped forward and rested his nose against the metal door. There was nothing threatening about him. He just looked tired of being left behind. So we brought him home. At first, Shadow seemed unsure of everything. A door closing too loudly made him jump. He wandered through the house at night instead of sleeping, and during meals he would only eat when one of us stayed beside him. It felt as though he was always waiting for the moment we changed our minds. David remained cautious. Honestly, so did I. Then one evening, the baby kicked. Shadow noticed before David did. He came over, gently placed his nose against my stomach, and became completely still. A few seconds later, he lay down beside me. From then on, that became his favorite place. Something in him had changed. Or maybe he had finally found someone he wanted to protect. When our daughter, Mila, came home from the hospital, we introduced them slowly. Shadow lowered his head and carefully sniffed her tiny blanket. Then he sat beside her crib. He didn't demand attention. He didn't become overly excited. He just stayed close. As Mila grew, Shadow followed her world from a respectful distance. When she cried, he appeared at the doorway. When she slept, he rested nearby. He was always watching. And one winter night, we finally understood just how closely he watched over her. Mila had been quieter than usual that evening, but she showed no obvious signs that something was wrong. After everyone had gone to sleep, Shadow suddenly began barking outside her room. It wasn't his normal bark. It was loud, sharp, urgent. David rushed into Mila's room, but Shadow refused to move away from her crib. He kept looking at Mila and then back at us, as though he was trying to make us understand. When I placed my hand on her forehead, my heart dropped. She was burning up. We checked her temperature and discovered that she had developed a dangerously high fever. Until that moment, neither David nor I had noticed, but Shadow had. We contacted the doctor immediately and got Mila the care she needed. Thankfully, she recovered safely. But that night changed the way we saw Shadow forever. He wasn't simply staying near her. He had been paying attention to every small change, even the ones we couldn't see. Today, Mila is 3 years old, and Shadow is still her quiet guardian. He lets her wrap her arms around his neck. He follows her from room to room. And at dinner, he rests his head beside her chair, hoping she might share a little snack. Every night, before settling down, he still checks her bedroom. People once believed Shadow was dangerous, but he was never looking for someone to fear him. He was looking for someone to trust. And once he found his family, he gave them every piece of his heart.